Today, we go to the Paris of Gujarat for a little taste of 19th century Europe in South Asia. In a town named Sidpur, there's a street of 19th century European mansions of Havelis in a fading palette of rainbow pastel shades with grand neoclassical architecture and a harmony of Art Deco, Baroque, and hybrid Indian styles. Talk about a slice of life in a bygone era. Welcome to Kaleidoscope, where we are positive, daring, and different. Kaleidoscope is on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and like us for more. A massive thank you to our absolutely awesome partners on the show, Srilanka Live, CDB, and The Daily Morning. On the show today, Colombo's City of Dreams, Germany's open doors, and art when COVID hit.
She wins with CDB Wings, exclusive financial solutions for women.
Looking back at the week that was on CDB Snapshot, the Central Bank of Sri Lanka expects headline inflation to turn positive from the start of Q3 in 2025. Sri Lanka's worker remittances are $642 million in May, a 17.8% increase year on year. Sri Lanka's listed corporate earnings dropped 16% quarter on quarter in the March 2025 quarter. Joe Doucet invents a climate responsive wall paint that changes color with the weather. Experts now say that men are more likely to die from broken heart syndrome than women. A zebra runs away from home for more than a week and is captured in spectacular fashion.
You focus on your goals. We will take care of the risks. Srilanka Life.
Welcome to Srilanka Life News Capsule. Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake is in Germany, and on the agenda for discussion with key officials is vocational training opportunities. Germany's labour market is growing, but the labour pool is shrinking. To attract skilled professionals, it has tweaked its Skilled Immigration Act for an easier migration process, introduced an opportunity card for non-EU residents to seek employment, and gives accreditation to foreign qualifications. Prior to our president's visit, while in Germany recently, I spoke with the Special Envoy for Skilled Labour Migration at the Federal Foreign Office in Germany, Dr. Clemens Kohnen.
Germany has an open arms for work migrants, skilled labor migrants from around the world. We have a roving Sri Lankan community in Germany. We have created in the last 3 years a legal basis that allows everybody, so to say, fulfills the correct requirements, who's got either a degree or a vocational degree and has a little bit of German to come and work here. We want to make that better known. Maybe, for example, if we make it in Germany, our main website, and we'd be very happy to have more people from Sri Lanka and Germany.
Wouldn't it be easier for students to integrate into German culture, into the workplace, if they came in as students and then stayed on?
That is indeed something we are looking at as well. So we are looking at people with a finished degree, but also at increasing our number of students. Last year, we had a worldwide increase of 20% for students who came to Germany from all countries. And it is a very good way because I know German is a difficult language and it's a country you have to get used to. Just been to Sri Lanka, I know Germany is much colder in the winter. And to get yourself acclimatized and to also get a degree that works on the German market, it makes a lot of sense to us.
What challenges have you experienced in skilled migration?
One challenge, which is a challenge we have to solve ourselves, is our procedures are difficult. We have long waiting times for your visa applications. Once you have handed in your application, you sometimes wait a long time to get your degree recognized, things like that. We are working by digitization and centralization. We are working on speeding up the process. And we hope that people don't get, so to say, don't feel set back by the fact that it takes long. It is a life decision to come here. So my advice would be prepare early, apply.
What was the thought behind the opportunity card?
The thought behind the opportunity card, we want to get people who are either skilled because they've learned it or skilled by experience because they've worked in the field, who know a bit of German or a bit of English, and who actually, where we feel they will do well on the German job market. We want them to apply and to come. They can come with the opportunity card for up to 1 year to work, learn the language, and maybe find a permanent job.
Are employers buying into your skilled migration policy?
We feel they could do more. We know there are some very good examples of small and big companies going straight and recruiting themselves. And we know that the integration journey works best when you have an employer who really takes care of you. Germany is based on small and medium enterprises. Yeah. For them, it's small country with 50 people. It's difficult to go and recruit 10,000 kilometers.
And here's our market sketch this week. The all share price index at the Colombo Stock Exchange continued to break records by crossing 17,600 for the first time in history. After a 7-week high, oil prices traded between 65 and 66.85 US dollars per barrel on news that Saudi Arabia is expected to increase production, favoring higher volumes to higher prices. Optimism on the outcome of current US and Chinese trade talks in London put a cap on gold prices at 3,350 US dollars per ounce. The attendees of the 2025 Tony Awards brought out all the dramatics on the red carpet. Here are some of our favorite head turners. It bears a title as Colombo's City of Dreams, a bold urban vision rising on the skyline, redefining luxury, lifestyle, and what it means to live, work, and play in the heart of Sri Lanka's capital. At the helm of this game-changing development is a man whose global experience in hospitality and innovation now converges on Cinnamon Life. Today we are joined by Sanjiv Hulugalle, CEO of Cinnamon Life, to talk about the dreams, the design and the daring, and what's shaping Colombo's future. So if Cinnamon Life were a person, how would you describe its personality and what values would you want to live by?
It's stating that being yourself, being who you are, being part of an incredible property which is so integrated. It's a simple notion of accepting everyone and welcoming them with a really gracious hospitality, of hospitality from the heart. My mother used to always tell me, and she used to always say, service from the heart, and that smile and that eye contact and that greeting is such a great part of who we are as Sri Lankans. It has that texture and that sense of place, sense of being, and I think that's what Cinnamon Life is all about. It's an acceptance of everything. It's not only about accommodation. We're looking at entertainment as a way of reciting our storytelling moments, our story. It's about beautiful art, which you've been part of too, culinary experiences. It's about creating a space where people, we just did this wonderful event with the Gration Trust, which was lovely. It's for everyone. Entertainment is a big part. It's not only about music, but it's about theatre, production. It's about also celebrating the incredible talent we have in Sri Lanka, and building a sense of belief and trust.
What's the leadership lesson that you've actually had to unlearn in this whole process of building this city within a city?
I think for me it's listening, It's about trusting, it's about believing, and the most important thing in all that goes back to your people. Trusting, believing, directing, showing them there's a belief, and in all the team you develop around you. I can't do everything by myself, for sure. So I've got to unlearn that because it's complex. There's a lot of variables. There's a lot of complexities. But the most important core value is really about how we treat people. How we treat people, which is a golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And that essence of leadership is synonymous for excellence.
Cinnamon Life, called the City of Dreams, what's the most ambitious dream you're trying to realize within it?
When you're creating something as extraordinary and memorable, but also quite vast in many ways and touches many aspects, I think what we're trying to really sort of set the tone is Sri Lanka can pretty much do anything they put their hearts and minds to. This is a very, very adventurous, discovered, ambitious project. What it will showcase to the world, to our regional partners, to our regional friends, that we are able to do such things in such great sense of energy.
Let's fast forward to 2035. What would Cinnamon Life look like, and what do you want people to say about it?
When I work with my team, I truly believe each person comes to work feeling that they want to give to something greater, with a purpose. 2035 would be a fuel version of all these wonderful personalities. They may have left the City of Dreams and work in other industries, but they were part of us. And this becomes a true experiential hub of entertainment. Everything you can think of. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Just as Kaleidoscope was launched during COVID, there are a number of others who suddenly found they had time on their hands to hone their talent and their passion. One such was IT professional Remittances, who realized that times were going to get tough. Working from home, Pramita and his wife launched the art gallery in Sri Lanka. Uploading their canvases on social media, after having some success, there was a realization that they needed to differentiate and be unique.
Then we think we have to do the small kind of things and market those products. So that's why we move these kind of products, peg dolls, the wooden plates and spoons, the wooden items, door stoppers as well.
Pramita's products are on his website, artgallerysrilanka.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
A lot of foreign customers like these kind of products because Sri Lankan heritage and Sri Lankan products, these kind of Sri Lankan features they like. I have a lot of buyers in foreign sector, so I have export my product Australia, New Zealand, Canada and China as well. I want to expand this business to international level.
So there's more where all this came from. Don't forget to subscribe and follow our channels if you want more. See you next week.